Testing, 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 testing. We are live. Mic check has worked, and I will allow him to explain the rules.
The only way to be eliminated is by pinfall or submission. The last superstar remaining, following the eliminations, will be declared the winner and is for the Pro Wrestling Championship.
You heard it here first. You know the rules. They enter in intervals. 2 men start. Only 1 man walks out. 4 men in the pod, 2 men in the ring. 1 man walks out of Wrestle Empire, your MPW champion. And will it be this man? The Ripper, Mason Law. Coming out first, guaranteed a pod spot, which means he could come out 3, 4, 5, or 6. That's already an advantage over at least 2 of these men. Six men walk in. 1 man, we don't even know who it is. It could be The Rogue. It could be Jeffsis returning from retirement. It could be anyone. Tensions are high as Mason Law steps into his pod. This is arguably the biggest match in Empire history. So many moving parts. The most sought-after title in professional wrestling. And speak of the devil. The man everybody wants a shot at. The MPW champion. The War Dog. Divine's very own. A former Mr. Money in the Bank, cashed in on Dean Apex, comes into this match off of a loss to Brandon Young. Could that spell fatal for this man? Arguably the least amount of momentum. Brandon and Dean Apex walk into this match with wins on the last Infinite. Mason Law, a win over Dean Apex in his last match, I do believe. As he steps into the pod, handing over the MPW championship to an MPW official. Number 4, could it be? They call him the scum of the earth. The man who turned on the Divine, who stabbed Malik Lee in the back after he let Frazier into his home. A man who looks to claim his 2nd MPW championship, the first one not ending very well. I mean, talk about advantages and disadvantages. Thus far, the only 2 men in this match to not hold the MPW championship are Mason Law and Brandon Young. And I will say Vegas has Mason Law as the most unlikely winner. Right? And Malik Lee is the 2nd least favorite. The champion walking in as an underdog here. That's just how big a match like this is. This is a clash of the Titans. Seth Frazier, an award winner, a former world champion, part of the biggest faction in MPW history. Brandon Young, arguably the greatest of all time. Dean Apex, a former MPW champion, a former United States champion, a former junior heavyweight champion. And Malik Lee, of course, the current MPW champion and Mr. Money in the Bank winner. Victories over guys like Lennon Walsh, guys like Dean Apex, a guy who's had big. Oh, I just felt the surge. I just felt the surge. And the final man to get a spot in the pod. The man looking to claim another major world title. One of the only ones to evade him in his whole career. He calls himself the Mono Man, the final boss, the greatest of all time, and tonight, Thanos. Because he's searching for that final stone, and he's willing to rip it off the head of anyone who stands in his way. I mean, talk about big fight feel. It doesn't get bigger than this. It does not get bigger than this. One of the biggest matches in professional wrestling. Not just Empire. Not just for these men. 6 men. Elimination Chamber. Rare enough. How often do you see it in the main event of the biggest pay-per-view in professional wrestling? I'll tell you, none. Brandon Young looking to collect that final world championship. This match is as big for him as it is for everyone else, arguably bigger. Because how can you look at this man and say he's not the greatest of all time? How can you look at Aaron and say this isn't the biggest signing in modern wrestling? And number 5, the man who will step out. I mean, it's all but confirmed that he will take on the mystery man outside of the pod. An unlucky draw for the former MPW champion. Not only does he not get the advantage of being in a pod, not only does he get the disadvantage of being there before everyone else, but the man he shares that disluck with, he has no film on. He knows nothing about. Anyone could walk out of that curtain. We saw Quentin Romero return. Anybody is free game at Wrestle Empire. And with the MPW championship on the line, anybody could be gunning for it. I mean, this could be a historic match. This could be one of the, if not the biggest match ever. And coming in 1 or 2 is not a very good sign of luck. But Dean Apex cannot let that get the best of him. Wrestle Empire is where memories are made, where dreams are created. He cannot let the nerves get ahead of him. And the 6th man. Ladies and gentlemen, what weekend is it? Happy 4th of July weekend. Happy fireworks. Because America needs a hero. Somebody needs to stop these men. Somebody needs to stand up for MPW. And quite frankly, all biases aside, I wouldn't want anyone else. A 3-time MPW champion. A back-to-back-to-back Wrestle Empire main eventer. A headliner. If Lennon Walsh tells you he main evented back-to-back-to-back, he's a liar. Cash-ins don't count. Devin Carter Jr. steps in there with the target on his back, to say the absolute least. He has his history with Brandon Young. He has his history with Dean Apex. He has his history with Seth Frazier. Of course, Malik Lee will have his back. They will try to help each other out. Mason Law, a wild card. And quite frankly, I don't hate his chances. He finds himself somewhat out of the mix here, the odd man out. He doesn't align with or against the Divine. He doesn't align with or against Brandon or Dean or Frazier. He certainly doesn't like any of those men. But I wouldn't say he has a target or anyone having his back here. MPW Championship on the line. As the bell rings and this match has begun. And just a quick stare down. We know these two's history. We know their wives' history. And again, they're going straight for it. They are going to brawl. These men do not like each other. A family feud at its finest. I mean, we saw Bianca and Amanda Bay go at it earlier. Bianca came out victorious in a street fight. I'm sure there's a lot of resentment between these two. Devin counters the blow and just going chop after chop. He is taking it to Apex. Off the ropes. Building up momentum. Oh, but Apex takes him out with a lariat. But Devin shoots back up. No love lost. No love lost as they are just going blow for blow. And the third man out, Mason Law. The Ripper. Ireland's own. And Devin goes straight for Apex. No regard for Mason Law, who's just sitting there observing. Devin tosses Apex into Law. Law now tosses Apex into Devin. Apex is being used like a, I don't even know the term, a speedball, for lack of a better term. They look to work together against Apex, but Apex takes out Devin. Devin tosses Apex to the outside. And now just beginning to stomp out Dean Apex. Again, no love lost between these two. And here comes the MPW champion. Malik Lee getting wiped out by Mason Law. And tossed to the outside. Mason Law has no interest in getting between the slug off between Apex and Devin. Oh, just a shot to the back. Turn him over. He's going to look for it again. Just a shot. No. Double leg takedown, and Devin with the Luthez press. On the outside, Law trying to wear down the champion. As Devin again just wailing on Apex. Two men left in the pod. Will it be Frazier or will it be Brandon? Mason Law tosses Malik into the pod of Frazier. As Devin with the Meteora to Apex, followed by a Swanton Bomb. Cover. 1. Oh, could have been the first elimination as Law and Frazier could look to team up on the MPW champion. Apex Sling Blade inside the ring. As Frazier and Law could be working to take out the champion. They want a new champion coming out of this match. The throne is versatile. That's not the word I went for. The throne is vulnerable. And they want a new champion. As Apex. Oh, Frazier avoids the lariat in the ring. Apex narrowly avoids the frog splash and now tossed away into the corner. And Devin knows exactly who's next. And he's just waiting. He is waiting. Stalking him. Malik Lee had his decision on who he wanted as the sixth man. No doubt he brings his teammate. And no doubt Devin's looking to stop Brandon from completing the stones. The attire says it all. Captain America and Thanos, a generational stare down between two of the greatest to ever do it. Malik Lee Frazier, Apex Law, Devin Brandon. Oh, Malik Lee misses the dive. Meanwhile, in the ring, Apex. Forearm smash countered by Law. Small package driver, Devin. Ooh, shin breaker, dragon screw, Law. Ooh, shoulder to shoulder. As Devin is fired up and Frazier takes control over Lee. A lot of action to focus on. On the outside, pile driver to Young. Cover early. 1. Oh, just a slap from Law to Apex. If I miss some action, please give me some grace. There is a lot to look at here. As Frazier sends Lee. Ooh, dragon suplex cover. 1. No. Devin tossed. Malik tossed. Both men. Parallels here as Frazier and Brandon work on the Divine teammates. Using that chamber wall. Apex taking down Law. Frazier takes out Lee. He could be the first one gone. 1, 2, no! 2.9 and Devin quick to come try to help out his teammate. Apex was distracted. Cover. 1, 2. Frazier went for a super kick. Pile driver on the outside. And now Devin grabbing Brandon and again distracted. Obsessed with stopping Brandon here. Just throwing him into that pod over and over. And a lariat to Devin as Apex in the inside. Chop after chop after chop to Mason Law. Devin tossed in the pod as Frazier works on Lee inside the ring. Cover. Kick out at 0. Oh no. Pile driver to Malik Lee. Roll up on Apex in the ring. 1. Kicked out. Cover. 1. Malik is pinned on the outside. Malik is pinned on the outside and the ref doesn't see it. And the ref wasn't there to see any of it. Falcon Arrow. Apex now. He's got Mason Law in the sharpshooter. Malik, oh no. Oh no. German suplex into the pod. This match has just begun and it is already action-packed. Malik Lee moonsault doesn't get it. Oh my God! Powerbomb into the pod. Koji clutch on the inside. This is chaos. This is anarchy. This is exactly what Wrestle Empire is all about. Fireman's carry. Devin now. Oh, he still got him in the fireman's carry. Rolling fireman's carry. Knee strike on the inside. Apex cover on Law. 1, 2, Look to be the first elimination. Swanton doesn't get it. Gave Brandon too much time to counter it. As Brandon, a super kick. Rolling cutter to Law. Malik thrown to the outside. Frazier counters the attack from Apex. Frazier now drop kick to Apex. And now turning to Law and starting his offense. Wipes out the men in the ring. Oh no! Frazier crashes on the outside. And again looking to go airborne. As Brandon has Devin in the sleeper. And Law had a roll up there. Had a chance to eliminate Apex. But Devin had that submission locked in. Super kick to Lee. Lee now roll up on Frazier. One. Oh, but Apex. Apex certainly has his problems with Malik Lee. The man who stole his MPW championship. Mason crossbody takes out Apex. Super kick to the champion. And Law could look to get the first elimination. Cover. 1, 2, 3. We will have a new champion. We will have a new champion. Mason Law picks up the first elimination. Brandon just tossing Devin into the wall. Frazier, elbow on the outside. Cover on Devin. 1, 2. Oh, Frazier could have had some offense ready on Apex, but Law gets in his way. Pele kick to Law. Devin with a knee strike.
He's got the support of the whole arena right now.
And Frazier, oh my God, Law crashes into the cage wall. And just a chop to Devin.
Setting course to the top turnbuckle.
Oh, up top now. Brandon Young going high risk.
From the top.
Super flex on the inside. Cover on Devin. Divine could be out. No. Just a count of one as Apex gets a cheap shot on Mason Law, followed by a 450. And Frazier needs to stop trying to dive. Oh no. On the inside, Tiger Driver 98. Law spiked. Frazier now. Suplex on the inside. And Devin with a shot. And another shot. He's got Brandon backed up on the chamber. And a lariat. Brandon Young using that size and power advantage. Bell clap inside the ring. Frazier could be looking for some knee strike. Gets him up. TKO. And one's up by Seth Frazier. There might be a little alliance here formed against Devin Carter Jr. or just an alliance for Frazier and Brandon. We saw it at World War, after War Games. Frazier didn't side with Rise, but he took out the Divine. He could have some good graces with the Mono Man, as Devin is inside the ring looking to shut down that team up. Apex thrown into the corner. Frazier now. Oh, Devin could be looking for some teamwork, but Law gets in the way. Law gets in the way, and Brandon gets in the way. Maybe saving Frazier there. Off the ropes. Ooh, kick. Super kick. And Dean Apex follows it with a front flip drop kick. Tag team offense from Apex and Frazier. Though and Devin wipes out Frazier. Apex looking for some turmoil offense. Devin has Frazier up. Snake Eyes. Apex now. Pele kick to Devin. Meteora to Frazier. On the outside, Brandon. Hurricane Rana. Oh, Meteora to Devin. Frazier handing out knees. What is Brandon doing here? Oh, he flies. We saw him go for it in the War Games match. As Brandon takes out Frazier. Cover. 1. No, just a 1 count. Devin now sends Apex into the corner. Tosses Frazier into the corner. Oh my God. Devin. Devin. Double. Fireman's carry slam. Devin collapses. What strength that caused. Devin now turns to Law. Devin's going to look to wipe out the competition. Hammerlock DDT. Last shot to Brandon. Devin has taken out the competition. But oh no. Oh no. Talk about a target on your back. Electric chair, half Nelson. Frazier now. Calling him up. Super kick. Apex kick, picking him up again. Flurry of strikes and a Pele kick. Brandon now. Tour of the Islands. Apex looks for the cover. 1, 2, no. And Mason Law wants a turn. Mason now. Backbreaker to Devin as Apex takes out Frazier. Cover now. 1, no.
No time to waste being shocked. You've got to maintain pressure.
Devin had his moment and then he got wiped out by everyone. Frazier looking to take out Brandon. Mason Law boot stomp, no, countered by Devin. Irish whip, tosses him into the corner. Forearm strike, springboard kick, exploder suplex. Turns his attention to Apex. Meanwhile, on the outside, Brandon and Frazier going at it. Oh, discus forearm to the back.
Caught off guard with a sharp knee.
Ooh, lariat takes out Apex. Meanwhile, in the ring, Brandon slams Frazier on the outside as Devin deposits Mason next to Apex. Frog splash to Frazier. Cover. 1, 2. Devin takes out Apex and Law. All gas, no brakes. As Frazier and Brandon could be looking. Nope. Brandon is not a democratic man. That's not the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I am. Maybe not. Not a man who believes in working together. Mason Law up top. Takes out Frazier. Mason Law moonsault. Poetry in motion. Cover on Frazier. After the dive off the wall. 2, no. Devin tossed. And what is Brandon doing? What is Brandon doing? Everybody's looking to fly. Brandon takes everyone out. Mason now. He wants a turn. Dive to Dean Apex. Frazier dives to Dean Apex. And the former MPW champion is down and out. Splash after splash after splash. And Devin and Brandon are in the middle of the ring. Sometimes it seems they're doomed to do this forever. Roll up on the outside. Frazier, a quick kick out. Club to the back. Super kick. Countered by Devin. And now, a club to the back of Brandon. Brain buster on the outside. Frazier stalking. Devin turns around. Super kick from Frazier. And he puts an end to the offense. As Brandon and Frazier exchange a quick glance. One's up from Frazier. One's up from Devin. Not Devin. Sorry, Brandon. And now they might look to jump Devin Carter Jr. And they will. Back and forth, back and forth. Devin used like a pinball. Counters! Kick to the face of Frazier. And now he's taking it to Brandon on the outside apex. Spear through the plexiglass. Through the chamber. Devin on the top. Looking for a super flex to Brandon. Frazier frog splash. Oh my God. 1, 2, no. Devin, knee strike to the face of Brandon on the outside. 1, 2, no. How was nobody eliminated after the action that just transpired? Frazier with the moonsault. Oh my gosh. This has been crazy. Kick out at 1 by Devin. Lariat and a kip up. Knee to Dean, sorry. Oh, chop block to Frazier. Everybody is taking their turn. Mason Law now to the outside. Moonsault takes out Brandon. Roll up on Devin. 1. Counters. Roll up on Apex. 1, 2. That could be an elimination. No. Devin into the corner. Oh, but Law wants a shot at Apex of his own. Devin having an exchange with Mason, tossing Apex to the Wolves. Mason now. DDT on the outside. Oh my God. Spear from Brandon to Frazier. The men who were just teaming. And Frazier's now gone through the plexiglass. 2 chambers have been broken.
And would you look at that? He's been...
This has been insane. Oh no. Brandon collapses. Can't make the cover on the outside. Apex on the top. Apex on the top. Brandon. Poison Rana. Devin avoids the shot from Brandon, but lands in a not good territory as he's whipped to the outside. Cover after the Poison Rana. 1, 2, no. Frazier. He needs to stop trying to dodge. In the end. Oh, German to Law. Power bomb, looking for a combination, flips him through. Knee lift. Flashbang to Mason Law. As Frazier coming to the aid of Brandon. Taking out Devin. Mason into the corner, wipes out Apex. Super kick, Devin avoids it. Roundhouse. Brandon wants to team with Devin, and Devin's having none of it. But now he finds himself in no man's land. Stop to Devin Carter Jr. Mason Law to the top. That's a lot of range. And Mason could be looking to set up something. Frazier in the ring. Devin and Brandon on the outside. Is Law chopping down Apex and Frazier. Oh, Apex avoids the chop and a Pele kick. And a Pele kick of Frazier's own. This match has been non-stop action. Frazier to the top. Elbow drop to Apex. Picks up Mason, knee to the face. Forearm strike to Seth Frazier. Devin looks to cut off the offense and misses wildly. As Brandon Yogg's up top, what's he setting up for? Oh, crossbody to the back of Frazier! Off the pod! What a move! Roundhouse kick, frog splash to Frazier. Brandon has been a non-stop high flyer. Another frog splash to Frazier. But Law tosses him to the outside. Looking to steal the elimination and the cover on Frazier. One. No. Just a 1 count. Devin off the ropes. Forearm smash. Suplex to Frazier. Knee strike. Doesn't get it. And Brandon. O'Connor roll. Followed by the chop. 1. No. Counters. 1. Apex counters. 1, 2. Whoa. Irish curse to the Irishman. There's just so much to look at here on commentary. Imagine what it's like as a wrestler in there. 4 other men you have to worry about. All kinds of situations that happen without your knowledge. Devin picking up Apex. What's he going for here? A shot to the chest. Law up top. Foot stop to Frazier. Cover. 1. No. Devin. Knee strike to Frazier. The flashbang to Devin. Then a showmaker. Apex takes out Devin. Cover to get revenge for his wife. 2. No. Devin narrowly kicks out almost the first elimination. Almost the second elimination. Imagine how much Apex wants Devin to get eliminated here. To do it for his wife, to do it for his family, to do it for his pride and his ego, which we know he has so much of. Frazier on the middle rope. Oh my God. And Devin now. Crossface. He's made many a men tap to this. 2 of them in this match. Frazier and Apex. And Apex quick to break it up. Apex wants Devin out of here at all costs. No matter what it takes, even if it meant saving Mason Law there. Frazier now picks up Brandon, draping cutter. Innovative offense from the scum of the earth. Law, huge ripcord knee. Mason to the top, could go for another moonsault. Apex avoids it. Apex now. GTH. Down goes Law, but Devin now stealing opportunity for Apex to get a pin. Lariats and a back suplex. Devin inadvertently saving Law and trying to come to an agreement here. But it's every man for themselves. You can't truly trust anybody. As Law sends Devin into Apex. Takes advantage now. Oh, rolling cutter. Poison Rada on the outside, drop kick to Frazier. Apex now. Devin counters. Devin, they bump shoulders. Devin takes control. Tosses Apex to the outside. Law, tilt-a-whirl, DDT. There is just so much going on here. Law, pop up, double foot stomp. Cover on Carter. 1, 2, no. Tensions are high in this match. Who is the next man out? Who will be the next elimination? Because I have a feeling that as soon as that first one's gone, chaos is going to start to pursue. Every man is seemingly at their limit. Roll up on Apex to steal the elimination. 1, no. Frazier to the top. 1, 2, no. Devin kicks out of it. Backslide to Apex. 1, 2. Mason Law to the top. Oh no! Went for a double axe handle. Devin. Pedigree to Law. Apex. He's got Devin and a pedigree of his own. Frazier gets in the ring. Turn around, Dean. Distracted. Oh no! Rolling cutter. And another. And a third consecutive rolling cutter to Apex. As Frazier calms the crowd. Mason Law. Cover 1. Oh my God. Apex kicks out at 1. Law looked to steal a cover. Lariat. Woo! Power bomb. 1. No, just a 1 count. Devin collapses. How much more can any of these men take? Look at the ring covered in blood. Devin into, oh no. Oh no, we saw him do this to Frazier. The third pod broken. Spear through the plexiglass. Inside the ring. Frazier's own superplex Falcon Arrow. 1. No. A defiant kick out. Oh my God. And Apex could look to steal the cover. Brandon's fine with it. But Devin kicks out at 1. Jackknife cover in the ring. 2, no. Law. Dragon suplex cover. 1. No.
Still gonna take a massive effort to keep him down.
Mason picks up Frazier. Oh, just a knee to the face. As Devin trying to take out Apex and Brandon on the outside. Could be looking for that double foot stomp again. He hit it on Devin, and now he hits it on Frazier. Low blow to Devin from Apex. No disqualification. Super kicker on the inside, 2. Oh no. Look for a double dive. Oh my God. Takes out Devin. Mason, no! Goes for Frazier, but Frazier avoids it. Frazier now off the top 10. No! Gets nobody. Frazier couldn't hit the broadside of a barn frog splash. Apex now. Those senton to Frazier. And again, Devin collapses. Every big move is taxing on these men. Pele kick to Apex. Oh! Brandon takes out Devin.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Devin, European uppercut inside the ring. Mason Law suplex. No. Apex draping on the corner. Running knee to the face of Apex. Super kick to Devin. I'm waiting for this next elimination because it's going to make my job so much easier. Pele kick to Brandon. Knee strike. Nobody home.
The superstar striking in every way possible.
Pele kick. Super kick to Frazier. Both men trading blows. Apex. Super kick to Law. Devin answers right back. Forearm strike. Brandon. Super kick. Double foot stomp. Brandon, oh my God. He's going to throw him into the shards. No, into the cage. Buckle bomb. Cover. Indians on 1, 2, 3. And Apex with a flashbang to Mason Law. 4 men left. The final 4. Apex with a flashbang to Law counters the 50 cal. GTH to Law. Cover by Apex. 1, 2, no. Mason Law almost said goodnight. Off the top, Devin. Double foot stomp to Apex. Mason. Double underhook brainbuster. 1, 2, no. Devin kicks out. Meteora counter. Double bro kick. Bro kick. But Devin doesn't have his attention turned to Law. Brandon's gonna sneak in. Brandon, cover on Mason Law. 1, 2. Brandon just stole an elimination. Brandon just stole it.
He's looking to go high risk to the top rope.
Brandon just stole it. Frog splash to Apex. Cover. 1. Devin doesn't want it. Devin knows he's the only one standing between Brandon Young and the MPW championship. And he's trying to take out both men. Devin, the only man standing between 2 evils. Quincy Bellbrand or Rise could take control. We could walk out with double world champions. Either Rise can have both or Quincy Bellbrand can have both. Devin is the only thing standing between a dynasty here at MPW. Kick after kick after kick. Apex now. Northern Lights. Twist through. Brainbuster. Could be looking for the flashbang, but decides against it. Needs a lariat. Brandon Young takes Apex, tosses him. He lands over Devin. They could look to work together and get Devin out of here. Oh, big strike to Devin. Super kick to Devin. Bang! And Brandon Young is the only man standing. The final three: Dean Apex, Brandon Young, Devin Carter Jr. Oh no! Mana handle no! Apex counters! Apex counters! Brandon narrowly avoids the offense. Mounted palm strikes. Devin now! Apex! Pedigree! Pedigree to Apex! Brandon Young collapses. Devin wants to get him out the way.
And he goes crashing to the outside.
Devin now. He's going to get him up. This won him his first title.
This is going to be it.
Couldn't win him back the MPW championship. Heir to the throne. Cover on Apex. 1, 2, 3. No! No! How is Apex still in it? How is Apex still in it? Apex now avoids the shot. Pele kick. Apex in the corner. Chop combination. And a jab. Brandon. No! Last shot counter. That could have been it. Nobody's ever kicked out of the last shot. But Devin's going to capitalize. Devin's going to capitalize. Pride to the powerful. 1, 2, 3. The final two. The final two. Devin from number 1. Brandon Young from number 6. It couldn't be more storybook. Good versus evil. Devin has never beaten Brandon Young. And this, when it matters the most, for the MPW championship. Brandon Young wants the last stone. Brandon Young wants the final chance at power. Devin is the only man standing between Rise and holding all the gold. The only man.
We can sense the whole WWE universe behind him right now.
We could see a very dark ending to Wrestle Empire if Brandon Young manages to win this title. Devin is the only man standing between good and evil. Last shot! Last shot! Nobody's ever kicked out. 1, 2, 3. Brandon Young is MPW champion. Brandon Young is MPW champion. Nobody's ever kicked out. Nobody's ever kicked out of the last shot. Devin has failed his mission. Brandon Young has collected the final stone. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a new era.